Hey, how are you guys doing? Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you are new here, my name is Faye and I absolutely love playing with makeup. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. I am trying to hit 200 subscribers before my birthday, which is in August, so it's coming up pretty close. And if you do end up liking this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. So today we are going to do a dark smoky eye. Now it's been a really long time since I did a dark smoky eye, probably almost 2 years ago. So I'm just gonna see, and we'll see together if I still have the skill to do a flawless dark smoky eye. With any dark eyeshadow look that you're trying to go for, I would suggest to start off with the eyes. That way you can just clean up if you have any fallout, and you don't have to worry about your foundation or your base makeup. So I'm gonna start off with an eye primer. I would suggest using an eye primer, base, whatever that product is called. But the one that I'm gonna use is the Essence You Better Work eye primer. So I'm just gonna get a little bit of that onto my ring finger and blend that in. Now this is actually too much, so I'm gonna distribute that to my other finger and just press that onto the lid. So the next step is to start with a transition shade, which is the shade that you're gonna put on your crease. It'll just help blend everything out later on. So I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Hill Morphe Volume 2 palette, and I am gonna take the shade Perfectionist, so this one right here. And you can use whatever warm tone shade you prefer. If you don't have this palette, whatever eyeshadow palette you have, not look. And you can also use a bronzer. That would work too because they're similar tones. So I'm just gonna blend that on the crease. By the way, I use a long bristled fluffy brush like this. If that's gonna focus, there you go. So just to help, blend that crease out even more. If you're wondering why I'm looking down there, is because my monitor is down there, so I just want to make sure that I'm in focus. Now the next step is to get a short bristled brush. So something like this, still fluffy, not as fluffy, little more densely packed, but with short bristles. And then you're gonna take the second darkest shade. So the one that I'm gonna be using is from the original, or the first Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm gonna be taking a mixture of this shade right here and this one right there. So just mixing those two together. Tap off the excess and place that below where I smoked out that first crease shade that we used. So I'm still going on the crease, but this is lower than that, because this one we went ham almost all the way up to the brow bone, but this one we just want to concentrate it in the lower part of the crease. Now it's okay if the eyeshadow goes up to that first crease shade that we use, that's fine. This is actually a dark smoky eye is all about blending, so you don't want a harsh line from that first shade to this shade here. You want it all to blend seamlessly together, so that's okay. So this is what we have going on so far. I'm just gonna go in with the first brush that we use and blend that middle part together, just so again we don't have any harsh lines. I don't have any additional product on this brush. This is just gonna help us out with the blending. So a dark smoky eye takes, you need to have patience and time to do this, because it's not just like a, put the shadow on and that's it type of look. I really think that a dark smoky eye needs to, be blended well, be caressed, and just be patient with it. They'll all come together in the end, hopefully. Okay, so we have something like this. Now I'm going to go in with a pencil liner. This is the Rimmel Scandalized, just the black pencil liner. Now, if you do have a cream eyeshadow or even a gel eyeliner, that would work too, but I don't. So this is what I'm going to use. So I'm going to place this on my lash line and then blend it up. So let me just show you. Now, you don't need to be precise or neat with this step because we're going to blend out this black base. And I would suggest to start with one eye at a time, especially with this product. It will dry down a bit, so start with one eye at a time. Okay, so we have something like this. Now I'm just going to take a brush and just blend this out a little bit. Doesn't need to be super blended out. You just want to diffuse that pencil just a little bit. Now I know it looks scary, but bear with me, it'll all come together. So now we're going to take a black eyeshadow. Now I know black eyeshadow can be very, very scary, but trust me, this is going to work. So again, I'm going to take the Morphe Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette and use the black shadow there. This is called Temptress. But any black eyeshadow that you have will work. Just make sure you have like a really pigmented black eyeshadow. So I'm going to pick that up on a flat brush like this, tapping off the excess, and then we are going to pat that on to the base that we laid. I'm just going to take the same brush and use the tip of the brush to blend just a little bit above that black shadow. So this, I'm just using like a super soft touch, not too much pressure. We're just helping this blend a little bit. So we have something like that. Now I'm going to take those two brown shades that we used earlier on, the darker brown shade, and again blend on top of this black. So just blend between those two shades. So the black, the dark brown, and the lighter brown. Go in between the black and the dark brown. Because again, we want to make that seamless blend. We don't want any harsh lines. We don't want to see any division in shades. Just a really nice gradient blend. Then you can go in with the first shade that you use and blend the crease some more. So that's what I'm doing here. So this is what we have going on so far. Now, I just want to say another tip is when you're trying to blend out this middle crease color, do it this way. So hold your brush upside down and then go into that crease color, or middle crease color rather, and just blend that this way. That way you don't disturb the black eyeshadow, so it stays as opaque as possible. So that is what we have going on so far. Now I'm just going to do my base and everything else off of camera, and then we'll go back to the eyes. So I'm back. Now we're going to finish off the eyes. Take that pencil liner that you used a while ago, and we're going to tightline the upper and lower waterline. So just look down into the mirror and tightline that upper waterline. You don't want any fleshy parts to be showing up because again, this is a dark smoky eye, so we want to make sure that all of this, those fleshy bits, are covered up with the black eyeliner. So now that we tightlined in our upper and lower waterline, we're going to go ahead and grab that two eyeshadow mixtures that we use, the brown eyeshadows, so from the Jaclyn Hill original or first palette. So we're going to grab those two shades, and then we're going to smoke out the lower lash line. I want this outer corner to be darker, so I'm gonna pick up black and then stamp that in the outer part here. Okay, so that's how that is looking. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other eye and put some lashes on, and I'll be right back. And this is the finished look, guys. I am really liking how this turned out. I'm looking at myself in the monitor, and oh my goodness, I am feeling this eyeshadow look. I really like how it turned out, and I hope that you guys do too, and that you learned something from this video. I think I still got it. I think I can still, you know, my skills are still okay with a dark smoky eye. I think I did pretty well. Let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, that's pretty much it. If you haven't subscribed, please make sure to subscribe. And if you do end up liking this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate that too. So I'll see you in my next video.